The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides a state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Grand Prix to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, Iowa State at Iowa is going to be a marquee matchup this year. The Cy-Hawk Trophy is at stake, and as you know, this is one of the top in-state rivalries in all of college football. The Cyclones came out on top last year, but they lost their quarterback in the transfer portal. We will see if this refurbished Iowa team is able to make some noise here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cyclones offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out, Dave.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Malton. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Straight ahead, it's Moulton. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he puts through the extra point. And here's the return. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Trying to make one miss. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. 2nd and long here. They give it back to him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Here's the give to Malton. Pass to 6. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the touchdown, Iowa! Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for running room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Swats it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking up.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moving the pocket, it's Rayner. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Fights off a defender. Turning it on. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. On play action. Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Powers inside. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Needs it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A strike downfield. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for the score. Got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at SMU. taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Mustangs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to throw one first. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll need a bunch on second down. Some misdirection with the counter. Pulled to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. But a little time lets it go. Left side, it's Diaz. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run inside. It's Moulton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Kamari Malton. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Between the hashes, it's Hayes. Racing to the right. At the 30. He's at the... and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's past the sticks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Hand off, Moulton running left. Looking for room at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Defense. All over it.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Hawkeyes line it up with a first and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's second and goal from the 7. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the beatdown has ensued. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Here's a throw downfield late. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Look out. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Keeps it moving. It's Phillips. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the counter. All over him immediately.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that